Hey, how's it guys, and welcome to my channel. I want to start off by saying thank you to all you guys who give the videos a view, likes, comments. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Before we get into my today's video, I just wanted to make you guys aware that flat earthers have changed the goalposts again. They kept on insisting that the earth is flat, stationary, plane, and they feel that it's infinite because they haven't seen the edge of the earth. Also now Phuket word has come along to say that the earth is in fact a square, because a square also has 360 degrees. So let me know what you think in the comments about that one. If there was one thing I could wish for in this life and get it, is that flat earthers can come to some kind of consensus on any aspect of the earth. I mean, they don't agree on where the sun is, where the earth is, the shape of the earth, the atmosphere, just anything. For today's video background, I've made a compilation of the sunsets for January. And with that, I would like to talk about one topic that is intertwined with the earth and the sun, and that is our atmosphere. Now, in space, there isn't an atmosphere to scatter the light. Now, we all did the experiment in school where we shone a light through a prism. Our atmosphere is that prism in real life. That is exactly what it does to the sun's light. The sun's light is white, and when it's scattered through the atmosphere, we see it diffuse, and sometimes we are very lucky to see rainbows and such. But not as often as we'd like, hey. One thing that we all must realize is that our atmosphere is attached to the earth and is being dragged along with the earth in its rotation. Now, another fascinating detail about our atmosphere, and we don't really need scientific instrumentation to show this, is that our atmosphere has a gradient. We even know of mountaineers who have lost their lives in the pursuit of climbing mountains because their lungs weren't able to handle the very thin air up there. What the scientists have learnt about our atmosphere from the past is that it wasn't always this stable. There was a point when the atmosphere was made up of about 70% CO2. What I found so interesting in my observations is that the clouds aren't subject to the same drag as the atmosphere. They just do their own thing. Sometimes I find that at different altitudes, they are moving in different directions. And this is fascinating to me. And unless it's fog or mist, it very rarely touches the ground, but it doesn't spin off into space either. What we understand about wind is that it's moving air, and it moves in different directions at different altitudes. And this, I think, affects what the clouds do. I don't know how to explain it, but even in this footage, as you can see, there are 4 different types of clouds. 3 of them are moving in the same direction, and that flat one is moving towards the right. So why do clouds do this? I know that they use the word thermal because it's influenced by the ground, because the ground heats up and affects the air around it, And I'm sure that it's very complicated and I'm just so butchering the explanation here. But otherwise, why would the clouds do this? I mean, also considering that it is tiny, minuscule drops of water vapor, and all these water vapors come together and form different types of clouds at different altitudes. Another thing which fascinates me, and I'm sure fascinates many others, is anti-crepuscular rays. And they do different things in different places. And recently I learned why from a commenter on one of my videos, and he explained that way below the horizon is a mountain or hill, and this makes perfect sense because I am in the mountains. And the reason the rays go straight up like that is because the sun's light is hitting that object at an extremely acute angle. And once again, I have to thank flat earthers for this in-depth details I have to learn on all these different aspects of what affects the earth. I know that most of my subscribers and viewers are globies, but my videos mainly are aimed at flat earthers. They did say do your own research, and now I am presenting my observations as research to them, and I am waiting patiently for their response. I've actually heard our atmosphere referred to as an ocean of air that we are standing on the bottom of. And because of all the motion involved, the earth, the atmosphere, wind, precipitation, optimal viewing conditions aren't always possible. And okay, I just watch the sun, the moon, and Venus, and I'm using just a cell phone. But true astrophotographers have got to fight all of these conditions to see past our solar system and even beyond our galaxy. Sometimes visibility is not that clear. Because I'm an amateur, I found this a really cool app to make comparison videos with. I've used the 2nd and the 31st of January. On the 2nd, the sun sets on the left of the big tree. On the 31st, it sets in the big tree. I think this clearly shows what I'm trying to say about the position of the sun. I really hope that you guys found this video interesting enough to make it to the end. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.